I'm Pastor Randy Dodd. I pastor the Chicago Heights Church of the Nazarene, and we are located at 699 8th Street, just off of Western Avenue in Chicago Heights. Our website is chicagonaz.com, and our morning services begin on Sunday morning at 11 o'clock. We do have live worship services that are also streamed. I think one of the really positive things about our church is the people and the diversity of people. We have a wide variety of ethnicity and the different colors and cultures that are represented there in the body of Christ. It is an unusual group of people, and God brings us all together for His purposes. We're in love with each other and in love with the God who has united us. I think what makes our church unique and different than maybe the other churches in our community is the diversity, the different colors of people that show up, and also we have a unique ministry to the young people in our community through our school, Nazarene Nursery School, that operates 5 days a week and has for more than 50 years. Then also we have an athletic ministry to the children in our community that has been going on a long time, and we have deep roots in that ministry within the community. As a church, we more than anything else want to resound with the praise and glory of Jesus Christ. We have a desire to reach not just our neighborhood, but to literally reach around the world with the gospel. And we have a long history as a church of sending mission trips, and most everybody in the church has gone on a mission trip. So it's very much in our DNA. We have gone to literally scores and scores of places around the world, south, north, east, and west, sharing the good news of Jesus, building churches, contributing at hospitals and schools and training centers all around the world. Again, very much part of our DNA as a church. And so when we talk about our mission, we don't think in terms of just kind of what we can do locally. As important as that is, we think globally. Historically, as a church, we have done a lot of different things in terms of just reaching our community through the athletic ministry, through the school. We have connected with hundreds and hundreds of families over the course of the years. Right now, we have ministry that's primarily, because of COVID, is primarily on Zoom and Bible studies for all ages that happen on Zoom. I'm so grateful for Zoom and that technology because it has allowed us as a body of Christ to connect. Even when there's a fear among some of our people about being together physically, we are able to be together through the technology that is available to us. We challenge our people to be the light in this dark world that we live in. If there's ever been a time that the world needs the light of Jesus, it's today. It is now. Our challenge to our people is, while we can't always do it through programs and things happening in the building, we still can go into the workplace and into our neighborhoods and into the families and share and demonstrate the love of God every day. These are really challenging days, and it's challenged every church, not just mine, but I think every church. And what church looks like in the days to come. How are we going to be the hands, the feet, the voice of Christ in our community? The things that we've done in the past, really we can't do. We are super limited now. But I don't believe that brings us to a halt. I don't believe that suddenly ministry ends and reaching out ends. We need to be very creative and resilient. Where there is a need, there is a way to meet that need. And so we as a church are exploring the possibilities of doing ministry differently than we have for, to be honest, the church is 108 years old. So obviously we we need to do things differently than we always have done. And so we're in the process right now, like many churches, of what does ministry look like in the near future, and maybe even well past the near future, as we begin to understand what this new normal is going to look like. But I believe where there is a need, God will provide the way. It's important for us as Christians and Christian leaders, as churches, to truly search God's will, His direction, and allow us to be His hands and feet. Most every day, we have opportunities for people to connect through technology, through Zoom. In fact, right now, even as we are talking, there is a group of people that are meeting for a prayer time on Zoom. They're part of our church. Last night, I met with some of the men in our church. We've had a Bible study going for about 13 years, and we are a tight group of men. And we had a Bible study last night where we talked about dreaming, God's dream for our lives to be better husbands, better fathers, men of God, and everything. The ladies met last night. The teens meet tonight in technology. And so there are all kinds of opportunities throughout the week that allow us to connect and to disciple one another and encourage one another. I lead a men's Bible study, and I know that God allows me to input into their lives, but I know one thing's for certain. They bless me back far more than I'm sure I'm a blessing to them. I love those guys, and they are truly a blessing and an encouragement to me. Being a guy with a music degree that I have, I love music and always have. It's been in my family and kind of in my bloodstream ever since I can remember. Worship music is so important, and I'm so grateful for the ever-changing, constantly alive and moving music that happens in the Christian life. I'm so grateful for Shine FM, for the ministry that they have all around the Chicagoland and South Chicagoland area. It's a station that's always on in my car and in my wife's car, and one that we firmly believe in. As a church, we worship, and when we begin to worship, it's a beautiful and powerful thing. A lot of the things that we sing in church on any given Sunday morning are the very things that we hear Monday through Saturday as we are driving around in our cars listening to Shine FM.